Want to know the quickest way to make a narcissist stop caring about you entirely? Here are 7 strong steps that will make them move on and leave you alone forever. And the 7th one is so powerful, they will begin to stay away from you, like a sickness. They fear catching. Many people think the only way to handle a narcissist is to fight back, argue, or show they are right. But this action is exactly what holds the narcissist's interest because it feeds their hunger for notice, chaos, and power. What really works is when you become quiet, steady, and totally unaffected, then you stop being exciting to them. You stop giving them the feelings they need to survive. And right now, I will show you precisely how to make this come true, step by step. Before we begin, let's be clear about one key thing. This is not about trying to trick them or seeking revenge. This is about saving your peace, your strength, and your clear thinking. Because narcissists are like energy thieves. They live off your responses, your power, your fear, your anger, and your sadness. As long as you keep reacting, they will always return for more. Research and psychology both show that narcissists truly think they own you. In their mind, you belong to them. You are not a person with freedom. You are a source of emotional fuel that they can take whenever they wish. But here is the truth they hope you never learn. This whole false idea fails the second you stop playing your part in their game. When you refuse to react, to chase after them, or to give long reasons, they lose control. So let's go through the 7 things that make narcissists stop caring and leave you alone always. And trust me, step 7 is the strongest of all. The first thing you must do is stop showing emotional reactions. Narcissists feed on your feelings like fuel. They do not care whether you love them or hate them. What they care about is that you are still reacting, that you still care enough to feel something. When you cry, beg, fight, or try to give reasons for yourself, you are handing them exactly what they crave. Think of it like handling a spoiled child. When a child throws a fit and gets attention, they learn that fits work. Narcissists do the same thing, only they are grown-ups with the emotional control of a toddler. When you react, they feel strong. But when you stop reacting, when you stay calm and emotionally flat, they lose their power. At first, they will try harder. They will say mean things, try to make you angry, even pretend to be different. They will do anything to get a response. But when you give them nothing, no anger, no sadness, no excitement, they start to shrink. Because what is the point of putting on a show when the audience has stopped looking? This does not mean faking that you do not care. It means you have truly reached a point where their thoughts, insults, and drama mean nothing to you anymore. That is real power. The second thing is to correctly practice total no contact. Many people believe they are doing no contact, but keep making little breaks. Real no contact means absolutely no talking, no curiosity, and no checking up. Experts point out 5 areas where people break contact without knowing it. Direct messages, indirect messages through other people, looking at their social media, driving past their home, or asking shared friends about them. You must close every single one of these paths. Imagine a thief walking down a street. He comes to a house with a locked gate, cameras, bright lights, and a barking dog. He goes away, but if he sees a house with open windows and no alarm, that is where he goes. Narcissists think the same way. They always look for an easy way in. So if you make it hard, they move on. That is why your no contact must be complete. Block their number, block their social media, and even change your phone number if needed. Tell shared friends you do not want to hear updates and do not want to give them either. But here's the hardest part. You also have to stop checking on them yourself. Every time you look at their page or ask about them, you break your own rule. Somehow they can always feel it. But when you go fully silent, you become invisible to them, and narcissists cannot trick what they cannot see. They cannot control what they cannot reach. They might test you sometimes, but if you never answer, they will finally give up. The third thing is to stop trying to defend or explain yourself. Narcissists are experts at twisting your words and making you feel like you must prove your actions are right. They will blame you for things you never did just to keep you talking. The more you explain, the deeper you fall into their trap. When you defend yourself, you are accepting the idea that you need their approval. You are giving them the power to judge your value. But imagine what happens when you stop. If they call you selfish and you simply say, okay. If they say you never cared and you answer, that is your opinion. Suddenly, they lose control because their whole trick relies on your need to be understood. When you stop caring about what they think, they cannot hurt you. You do not need their approval to know who you are. You do not have to prove your goodness, your loyalty, or your love, because to them, none of that matters. It does not mean you let lies spread. If someone at work threatens your job, of course, you defend yourself in a proper way. But in personal relationships, the best move is silence. Do not play their game. When you stop explaining, you show them that their thoughts have no power over you. You are saying, you do not define me anymore. And that is something narcissists hate. The fourth thing is to become truly indifferent. Pretending not to care will not work because narcissists sense fake feelings. Real indifference means you have healed so much that you genuinely do not care what they do, who they are with, or what they say. They become emotionally unimportant. You no longer check their updates, wonder about their life, or hope they miss you. They are just another person in the world who no longer has access to your feelings. To reach that state, you have to feel the pain. You have to mourn the false idea, the version of them you thought was real. You have to accept that the person you loved never truly existed the way you thought. Once you work through that pain, you gain peace. Then you start seeing them for what they are, not powerful, not mysterious, but deeply broken and insecure. You realize their meanness comes from emptiness. Their control comes from fear. And once you understand that, you stop taking their actions personally. They lose their hold on you completely. True indifference is not hate. Hate still gives them energy. Indifference means you feel nothing, just neutral. You stop trying to understand them, fix them, or change them. They simply stop existing in your feeling world. That is when you become truly free. The fifth step is to focus completely on your own life. This is the part where real healing starts. You stop living as a reaction to them. You stop posting things to make them jealous. You stop doing things to prove your worth. You stop going places hoping to run into them. You stop thinking, what will they think if I do this? Instead, you live for yourself. You begin new projects, meet kind people, and follow your goals. You spend your time doing what excites you instead of playing the past again. You put effort into your growth, your health, and your happiness. And something amazing happens. You start to shine from the inside. Your energy becomes peaceful, happy, and complete. Narcissists hate this because it breaks their idea that you need them. They want you sad, broken, and missing them. But when you are living your best life, their control disappears. When you focus on yourself, you no longer have time to think about their mess. You are too busy building a peaceful life. You stop comparing your success to theirs. You stop fighting them. You stop explaining. You stop caring. And that peace becomes your shield. It keeps you safe from being pulled back into old ways. The sixth thing is to stop trying to expose or change them. This is one of the hardest steps, because your sense of fairness screams that they must be held responsible. You want to warn others. You want to make the world see what they did. But every time you try to expose them, you give them more energy because even bad attention is attention. They do not care if you hate them. They only care that you are still talking about them. When you try to expose them, they often act like the victim and twist the story. They will make others believe you are obsessed, bitter, or unstable. They are charming to people outside, and they have probably already told people their version of the story. So when you speak up, it often sounds like proof of their lies. It is unfair but true. The same goes for trying to change them. You cannot fix someone who refuses to see a problem, sending articles about narcissism, begging them to get help, explaining their behavior. All of that gives them more power. It keeps you emotionally tied. Their healing is not your job. Their self-awareness is not your duty. You cannot teach kindness to someone who does not want to feel it. When you stop trying to change or expose them, you take back your energy. You stop being the hero in their story and become the main person in your own. That is the real win. The best revenge is living well, not to hurt them, but to heal yourself. When you are happy, strong, and calm, that is the one thing they can never steal. And now for the seventh and final step, become completely emotionally unavailable as a source of fuel. This is the greatest form of freedom. It is when you are not only physically far away, but emotionally impossible to touch. They can no longer upset you because you have moved away from the need for their approval or attention. When they text, you do not reply. When they insult, you do not react. When they praise, you do not feel joy. You stay steady, calm, and firmly planted. You give them nothing. No anger, no love, no pity, no explanation. You become as still as a stone, not cold because of hate, but peaceful because of strength. When you reach this point, you do not just make one narcissist lose interest. You stop bringing them into your life entirely. They can sense when someone has no emotional supply to give and they move on. You become unseen by toxic people, but attractive to kind ones. You start bringing people who match your peace instead of those who challenge it. Becoming emotionally unavailable is not about pretending to be strong. It is about becoming truly healed inside. It is about knowing that your peace is too valuable to waste on people who drain it. When you are emotionally unavailable to being tricked, you are free. You can finally live your life without their shadow following you. So, there you have it. The 7 powerful ways to make narcissists leave you alone forever. Stop giving emotional reactions. Go no contact and keep it strong. Stop defending or explaining yourself. Become truly indifferent. Focus on your own life completely. Stop trying to expose or change them. And finally, become emotionally unavailable as fuel. This is not about punishing them or winning a fight. It is about taking back your peace, your joy, and your self-respect. When you follow these steps, you do not just make them lose interest, you set yourself free. The goal is not to hurt them. The goal is to heal you. Sometimes the strongest thing you can ever do is walk away quietly and never look back. Not because you hate them, but because you have learned to love yourself more. You do not owe them pain, reaction, or a final talk. You owe yourself peace. When you rise above the games and stop answering their chaos, you become untouchable. You become the one thing they cannot control, calm, stable, and free. And that is when you truly win. Not by beating them, but by choosing yourself. If this message helped you, keep learning, keep growing, and keep choosing peace every single day. Because the life waiting for you beyond their control is more beautiful and peaceful than you can imagine. When you finally break free from the cycle, something amazing starts to happen inside you. You begin to see just how much of your life was spent trying to earn love from someone who never had any. You realize how many times you explained yourself, hoping they would understand, only to be misunderstood. You start to see that the fights, the confusion, the sudden warmth followed by meanness, none of it was your fault. It was all part of their plan to keep you stuck in their web. Narcissists build emotional traps that make you doubt your own value. So when you finally step out, the air feels different, lighter, cleaner, peaceful. That silence that once scared you now becomes your safe place. At first, the silence feels like something is missing. You miss the strong feelings, even the chaos, because your body got used to it. It is not love you miss. It is the emotional ups and downs. That is what trauma bonding does. It trains your brain to want the very person who harms you. But with time, the fog lifts, you start sleeping better, you start smiling again for no clear reason, you start feeling safe in your own space. That is when you know you are healing. The narcissist may think they broke you, but in truth, they only pushed you toward your wake-up call. You see, narcissists never expect their victims to get up. They expect you to stay broken, to keep playing the story in your mind, to keep hoping for a final talk. But the greatest final talk is understanding that you do not need you do not need their apology. You do not need them to admit they were wrong. You do not need to hear, "I am sorry," because their words were never real to begin with. Their apologies are strategies, not honest feelings. Once you understand that, you stop waiting. You take your power back. You move forward without them. Healing from a narcissist is not quick, but it is worth every single step. It is like walking out of a dark cave after years inside. At first, the light hurts your eyes, but soon you begin to see colors you forgot existed. You notice small joys, the sound of your own laughter, the comfort of quietness, the beauty of calm mornings where no one is judging you. You remember who you were before the manipulation, before the self-doubt, before the lies. You reconnect with your true self. And as you heal, you start to attract different people. You stop drawing people who drain you because your energy has changed. Healthy people notice your peace and respect it. Broken people feel uneasy around it and move away. That is how you know you are growing. When peace feels normal and chaos feels strange, you stop chasing strong feelings and start wanting calm. You realize that love does not have to hurt. Real love is gentle. Real love is steady. Real love feels safe. Narcissists cannot survive in that kind of world. They need confusion, fighting, and control to feel alive. When you no longer give them that, they lose all interest. They will look for someone new who still believes their charm, who still reacts, who still gives energy easily. Let them go. You are not the solution to their emptiness. You are not their savior, therapist, or emotional support. You were never meant to fix them. You were meant to learn from them, to learn where you gave your power away and how to never do it again. That is why your healing is not just recovery, it is a total change. The version of you that accepted poor treatment no longer exists. The version that kept explaining has learned silence. The version that begged for love now gives love to themselves first. You have changed. You have grown into someone who no longer looks for small bits of kindness because you have built your own table. You have learned that peace is not boring. It is sacred. There will be times when you still feel bothered. Memories might surface. You might hear a song or see a message that reminds you of them. But instead of breaking down, you will pause, breathe, and realize you survived. You got out. They no longer control your feelings. That realization hits deeply. It is like taking back a part of your soul they once tried to steal. Every time you stay silent instead of reacting, you win. Every time you choose peace instead of chaos, you win. Every time you walk away instead of proving yourself, you win. And every time you smile at your own face, knowing you no longer need their approval, you win. That is real victory. Not the kind that needs an audience, but the quiet, powerful kind that happens inside your spirit. In time, you will stop wondering if they think about you. You will stop asking why they did what they did. You will stop trying to make sense of something that was never based on reason. Narcissists do not act from love. They act from fear, fear of being ordinary, fear of being ignored, fear of being revealed. They wear confidence like a mask to hide deep emptiness. You no longer need to understand them because their actions say everything. Your new chapter is not about revenge. It is about a fresh start. You are becoming the version of yourself that they tried to ruin. The version that knows their value, loves their peace, and trusts their gut feeling. You stop doubting yourself and start listening to that inner voice that warned you all along. You start believing in your own strength again. You stop apologizing for having boundaries. You stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You start living bravely, freely, peacefully. And that is when the narcissist truly loses, not when you argue, not when you expose them, but when you heal so deeply that their name no longer causes a reaction. That is when you have won the final fight. They can no longer touch you emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. You have stepped out of their reach entirely. So, if you're still in that place of confusion or pain, hold on. Healing takes time. But every day you stay no contact. Every day you refuse to react. Every day you choose peace over drama. You are moving closer to freedom. Do not measure your progress by how fast you stop thinking about them. Measure it by how little power those thoughts now hold. You are not who you were when they met you. You are stronger, wiser, and far more aware. In the end, the narcissist taught you something powerful: how to protect your energy, how to trust your gut, and how to value your peace. Pain became your teacher, but healing became your graduation. You do not need a final talk from them because you have already closed that chapter yourself. Now it is time to live. It is time to create a life filled with love, truth, and calm. A life where your heart finally feels safe.